Hey, honey love. So guess what? Mercury is going retrograde in Sagittarius today, but do not freak out because we are going to talk about how it's going to help your love life and help your communication. And are you ready? So when Mercury was there shot, it had you on the hunt for so to turn that energy inward. So you're going to learn got no strings. It's so you can fly, so you can run. What's up? Do you know where you're going to? And what does Mercury retrograde have to do with it? We're going to go sign by sign. Get ready. Hey, honey love. So we're back with how Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius is going to affect your love life and your relationships. So, you know how we do? We starting off with the birthday crew. Sagittarius, your energy has you seeing how far destiny can take you in love. Like how far this relationship can actually go. Now that you're ready to surrender, you really get to experience how amazing meant to be actually is. In Sagittarius, Capricorn cusp, Mercury direct in Sagittarius had you going hard in the paint for what you knew was yours. Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius is not only going to have you finally receiving what's actually yours, it's also going to help you see, learn, and understand why it's yours and why it was made for you and why you were never in danger of losing it in the first place. Are you ready for this? Hey, honey love. So we're back with how Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius is going to affect your love life and your relationships. And so Capricorn, when Mercury was made it really clear to you, Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius having like full-fledged belief in it and really making an effort. Now Capricorn Aquarius, when Mercury, okay, in case you are in denial or completely oblivious to why you want to keep this person or keep this thing in your life so damn bad, Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius is going to give you all the answers. So get ready for that. Hey love, so we're back with how Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius is going to affect your love life and your relationships. So Pisces, when Mercury was direct in Sagittarius, it gave you the love that you asked for, okay? The love that you were searching for. You found it. So for whatever reason though, you had more to say because something was missing. So Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius is going to have you decipher the truth within yourself about what's missing before you speak it out. It's going to help you identify what's missing. And Pisces, Aries cusp, when Mercury was direct in Sagittarius, it put you in a position to choose it put you in a position to choose between seeing your love life from a new perspective or moving on yet again. So Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius is going to have you reestablishing or reaffirming your belief in the choice that you made. It is purely based on the decision you made. So don't get mad at the energy. Know that it's a cause and effect based situation. Hey honey love, so we're back with how Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius is going to affect your love life and your relationships. So four things type shit because you were feeling alive and reborn. So Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius is going to help restore your hope in love, in your heart, in yourself, and speak life into yourself, which is awesome. Yay! Aries Taurus cusp, when Mercury was direct in Sagittarius, it showed you a love, an energy, a feeling that you did not want to lose. So Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius is going to show you that you can stop worrying because you're not going to lose it. It's yours. Taurus, Mercury direct in Sagittarius gave you more than you bargained for, so you were encouraged to either make a move or just kind of shut up and deal with what you got. And Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius is going to push you to make that move if you did not make it already. And Taurus, Gemini cusp, when Mercury was direct in Sagittarius, it helped you decide what you wanted and encouraged you to shoot your shot. So Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius is actually going to have you reflect on the journey that it took to get you to that point. Yay! Hey honey love, so we're back with how Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius is going to affect your love life and your relationships. So Gemini, similar to Pisces, Mercury direct in Sagittarius gave you what you asked for, but unlike Pisces, is actually encouraging you to enjoy what you receive and act accordingly, right? But Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius is going to encourage you to continue to speak life and positivity into what you receive. Stop waiting for the other shoe to drop. You're fine. Gemini, Cancer cusp, when Mercury was direct in Sagittarius, it reminded you that you have to be the change that you want to see because the energy you put out is going to be the energy you get back. And Mercury retrograde is just going to deliver on that promise. And Cancer, when Mercury was direct in Sagittarius, I told you to express gratitude for what you have. Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius has your personal journey reflecting the light of your positive thinking. So if you were not thinking positively, then yes, do not get mad at the energy. Yes, you. Hey, honey love. So we're back with how Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius is going to affect your love life and your relationships. So Cancer, Leo, cusp. When Mercury was direct in Sagittarius, it brought your journey in love to light. The highs, the lows, the fact that you've been through some rough patches and you had some better days ahead. Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius is going to have you reflecting on the lessons you learned, like your personal growth, the gratitude in being able to identify the kind of love that you want now, but to also see it when it's in front of your face, because it's here. Leo, when Mercury was direct in Sagittarius, it told you to be bold enough to embrace the love situation that was introducing itself to you, right? Mercury retrograde has you living in that moment or regretting not seizing the opportunity. So which situation, what you're sitting in right now? Hey, honey love. So we're back with how Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius is going to affect your love life and your relationships. So Leo, Virgo, cusp. When Mercury was direct in Sagittarius, it had you ready for love and promised that real love was on the way. Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius is pulling through on that promise. But it's also bringing up the question of, are you ready to accept love in its true form? Cue Shrek. Virgos, take that shit as it applies, okay? Virgos, Mercury direct, when it was direct in Sagittarius, it brought your love journey up too, kind of like Cancer, Leo, cusp. But it told you to own up to where you actually want to be and who you want to be with. Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius, though, is going to do something you do not expect, what you didn't expect, which is to bring the person or bring that thing to life. So Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius is actually giving you confirmation. Are you ready for that? Hey, honey loves. Back with how Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius is going to affect your love life and your relationships. So Virgo, Libra, cusp. During Mercury direct in Sagittarius, the truth of who or what you loved enough to call home was revealed to you, and you told the truth to shame the devil. So Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius is going to reward you for your honesty. Libra. During Mercury direct in Sag, you felt like spreading the truth as well in regards to the love you found or the love that you were the happiest with. With Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius, you're just spreading more of that truth, just spreading the good news until it reaches who you need it to reach. And Libra Sagittarius, or Libra Scorpio cusp, because Mercury direct in Sagittarius showed you who you love and what you love is all that fucking matters, like all that matters. Mercury retrograde is going to not only show you why you believe so strongly in it, but it's going to reward you in ways you never imagined. Hey, honey love. So we're back with how Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius is going to affect your love life and your relationships. So Scorpio, when Mercury was direct in Sagittarius, it showed you that you can't just talk about it, you got to be about it, or you won't be taken seriously. All right. The time to talk was definitely Mercury direct in Sagittarius. But if you were slow to start or stubborn as you are, Mercury retrograde is going to give you another chance to shoot your shot. Scorpio, Sagittarius cusp. When Mercury was direct in Sagittarius, you had this I don't give a fuck mode. No explanations needed, no excuses. You just doing what you have to do. Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius has you slowing your roll, but not because you're wrong. It's only to see and double check if the attitude, this I don't give a fuck attitude, is leading you in the direction that you actually want to be in. So it's giving you a chance to check yourself.